Hey, hi guys. So, welcome to the first Java lecture, and we'll be learning about what Java is, how to program with Java, how to solve DSA with Java. இதே மாதிரி பார்ப்போம். So, I'm a third year guy, and நிறைய யூடியூப் சேனலில் they are teaching Java really well. But how it differentiates from me is நான் படிக்கிறத I'm just gonna replicate to you guys. So, எனக்கு it will be like a revision, and then it will be like you guys can learn on it too. Okay, so I started my Java journey from my second year, and currently I'm now இப்போ என்னோட தேர்ட் இயர் எண்டில் இருக்கேன். And this lecture is going to be like mix of Tamil and English. Okay, so a lot of Kannadam people will also watch this, and probably a lot of guys I know, and a lot of you guys. So yeah, we'll start with Java, and like how to program with Java. What is Java first, basically, and everything will look into this. I'll just clear this screen first of all. Okay, I'll create a source. First, Java. Okay, so before we get into programming, we need to know what is Java, right? So like every other programming language, like Python, C++, Ruby, there are a lot of programming language. How Java stands out of all of this is, like, we say Java is an object-oriented programming language. I'm sure you guys are aware of what procedural level programming and functional level programming and object-oriented programming. For example, say, I'll just add it to the comment. Procedural level programming. We call this as C programming, and then C++ and such. There are a lot more, but these are the common procedural programming languages. Like, why do we call them procedural? The first point, it is very well structured. While you are executing a program, and the program, it gets executed, like step by step process. It's very structured. Like in C, you type like, I'll just comment it out. This is Java, so it's gonna show error, but just to show you the C syntax, I'm gonna type int main, and then you'll type like everything. Int a is equal to 10, and then you use scan, you allocate the memory %t, and send a. So these stuffs. Okay, so this is why we call C as a procedural level programming language. Okay, and then we have next functional level programming language. Functional level programming language. What is functional level programming language? These languages are completely made with functions. They are just pure functions. Okay, these kind of programming language we call it as functional level programming language. Then next comes object oriented programming language. We call them as OOPS. Okay, so to those of you guys in third year and final year, I would recommend use Java for DSA. Though you're strong in Python, go with Java. You know why? Because what I believe is Python is way more advanced, and C is like very basic, and Java is in middle of it. Like you won't will be going very high advanced things. And also, like for example, say you need to print reverse a string. In Python, you can use just chuma dot reverse to reverse a string. In C, you have to type a lot of things to reverse a string. But whereas in Java, it's not very advanced and not very basic. It's just exactly how, like if you want to learn a programming language, Java is the best one. Because while programming, you will see yourself, we'll do in this video only. Like while programming, you will know like how structures are made. So yeah, you will know how structures are made, how objects talking with each other, everything. We'll cover everything, okay? So now let's get into the first Java program, which is public static void main. And then our first program will be to print a string. So System.out hello world. This is mandatory. When you learn any programming language, the first program will be hello world. Oh shit. Okay, hello world, and I'll just print this out. You can see in the output window. I'll just increase the screen size so you guys can view it better. Change the size to 170. Okay, I guess this is fine. I think you guys can see it. Okay, so this is the first Java program. Imagine in C, Python, and all, you write very short codes to print something. But look at here. In Java, you use like a lot of words. Does this make you look scary? Like பார்த்தாலே ஒரே பயமா இருக்கா லைக் என்னடா இது இவ்வளோ லைன்ஸ் இருக்கு how I'm gonna program it. அதுதான் ஜாவாவோட ஃபன் பார்ட்டு. ஜாவாவோட ஃபன் பார்ட் என்னன்னா நீ வந்து நிறைய கோடை டைப் பண்ணணும். That makes you understand how programming works. Not just Java, என்ன programming language இருந்தாலும் you will get to understand how the என்ன சொல்றது backside of the programming works. So this is the first program. It'll will look into everything deeply, like what is system, what is out, what is println, and then what is public, static, void, main, string, arguments, everything. We'll look into everything. Okay, so just for now, understand this is how you print a string. Okay, now in Java, say I'll just take an example. You are asking, imagine you are a teacher. You go to a student and ask us roll number. How will you get it? I'll say int roll number is equal to 10 or something. Okay, and then you ask us name. So that is string data type. String name is equal to, I'll say Santosh. Okay, and then you go to him and ask us percentage. So that is float. Float marks is equal to 92.5. Should add an F. Okay, so this is how you declare variables and data types. We'll look into this shortly, but just consider this an example. Okay, now imagine you want to collect all this data type together. Like instead of collecting like roll number and string and marks, I'm saying I need like three of these contents to be in the same data type. How do you do that? That's where the concept of classes come. I'll just comment this out. This is where we use classes. So what is a class? Class is a, I'll just type it here. You guys can take a note of it if you want. Classes. What is a class? Class is a custom data type. Read this color, man. Okay. Class is a custom data type where you can store like int value, string value, and float all together inside a single data type. That is classes. Okay, you got my point. You understand what a class is. Now you see the first line of our program is public class first Java. So I told you what is a class. Class is a custom data type. Custom data type of what? See, these are roll number, name, marks. What are these? Like all together. These are some details of a student. Okay, so what I can say is student is a class and roll number, name, marks are the objects of the class student. Correct? So basically நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னா ஸ்டூடெண்ட் வந்து ஒரு கிளாஸ் ஓகேவா பேசிக்கலி இமேஜின் இட் as a template. ஓகே ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டுங்கிற ஒரு டெம்ப்ளேட் அதுக்குள்ள ஐ ஹாவ் ரோல் நம்பர் நேம் அண்ட் மார்க் ஓகேவா ஸோ டெம்ப்ளேட் குள்ள இருக்கிற டேக் அ வெரி ஈஸி எக்ஸாம்பிள். Who are we? We are humans. We are a class of humans. What are the basic features of human? They have two legs, two hands, two eyes, a heart, a brain. So ஹியூமன்கிற ஒரு கிளாஸ்க்குள்ள we are all there. புரியுதா? ஹியூமன்கிற ஒரு கிளாஸ்க்குள்ள we are splitted into boys, girls, males, female or same only. ஹியூமன்கிற ஒரு கிளாஸ்க்குள்ள we are objects. Got my point? So now you have an understanding of what classes are. We'll look more into what classes are when we're doing, OOPS concepts. Okay, just for now, understand what is a class. Okay, now just remove this. Okay, now we can look into, so what the first line is class first jar Java. So what do you understand from this? First jar Java is a template. Okay, shit, template. First jar Java is a template class. Okay, and then we have system.out.println hello world. What is this? This is the object of the class, I mean the template first.java. Say if I have an variable name like int a is equal to 79. So what is this? The 79 is the object of which class? First.java. You understand? Just understand, like, what class is basically from what I told. We'll look more into classes when we do object oriented programming. Got it? Okay. Now let's move into a simpler concept. We'll look what this public static void main everything is in deep. Okay, so yeah, well, we saw how to, so to print a string you type, so I'll just come in this order. To print a string you type system dot out dot println semicolon hello world. This is how you print a string. So as I told you, like, what is the class name here? First.java. Same way, the Java developer people, the Java எழுதுன மனுஷங்க, what they did is, to make our lives very easier, they wrote classes for each thing. If you see, this is a system, right? If you press Control and right click, I mean Control and left click on Windows, you can open this. So what does this say? Class system. And then what we have next after system? We have out. So if you click Control and left click, you can see the class name is system. Yeah, the class name is system. And then what is the object inside the class system? We got our output method, I mean output object. You got it? Now இப்போ உங்களுக்கு புரியுதா எப்படி classes work ஆகுதுன்னு? Okay. And then the println is a function. See, this is a function. It is from a print stream or class learner. It is a function called println. Okay, and then you type everything inside. Now you understand, like, எப்படி print பண்றாங்கன்னு. So in Java everything is classes. I mean, every competitive things happening in the background is cause of classes, objects and functions. Basically OOPS concept. We'll look what OOPS concept is. We'll discuss about encapsulation, abstraction, polymorphism and so on. Okay, so now you guys know how to print your first Java program. You should clap for yourself. Okay, now we'll uh, do what? An addition. Okay, so int a is equal to 10 and int b is equal to 10. Okay, a point to be noted. Is Java statically typed or dynamically typed? Java is a statically typed language. First of all, what is static and what is dynamic? In dynamic, you have to mention the data type before the declaration. Say in Python, you do like a is equal to 5. Did you use any data types here? I mean, in front of a, alright? So this is how you do in Python. In Java, you have to declare the data type before you, assign it. Okay, so this is statically typed. Got it? Basically, what it means is, in dynamic languages, the memory allocation happens at runtime, and then in statically typed languages, the memory allocation happens at compile time. So what is compilers? Basically, this is all are human codes. நம்மளால type பண்ண முடிஞ்ச எல்லா கோடுமே it's human code. And what does the machine understand? Machine understand zeros and zeros. Sorry, ones and zeros. So in the human code machine code convert பண்ணதில்ல, this is called compile time. இந்த இடத்துல type checking நடக்க பேர் தான் நடந்துச்சுன்னா that we call it as statically type. You guys got it? So to declare int, we say int a is equal to 10. அதே float we say int 2.3 f. sorry, oh, I didn't declare the object 5.6 f. See, and then double c is equal to um, what is double and float is basically double has more byte size than float. Everything in Java by default saves as double. Okay, we'll look into that in our upcoming lectures. Okay, so add we are going to sum two numbers. So add 30. Okay, so now I'll create a new variable int c is equal to a plus b. So what should be the output? How do you print output? System.out.println c, right? If I run this, showing 40. So we got 40 as output. Okay, now say I don't want to type this value எனக்கு வேரியபிள் a10 இப்படி கொடுக்காது. Instead I want to get it from the keyboard ஒரு யூசர் கிட்ட இருந்து இன்புட்டாக வாங்கணும். How do I do that in Java? Like previously we talked about scanners, right? So what is what is a system.out.println? System is a class and output is the object inside the system class. Same way we have a scanner. Scanner is the class to print input, to get input. So scanner, I'll just type the syntax first. This is the syntax. Scanner and then object is equal to new scanner system.in. Okay, so this is the syntax. So now scanner, you can have your object name as anything, like I would say it's either in input is equal to new scanner, or just to save my time typing all this, I'll just change this input to in. You can have whatever name you want, but make sure it's easy to understand while you type the program. Okay, so scanner.in is equal to new scanner, and then we are getting the input from user. So what is the object? In dot, you could see a lot of things popping up on the screen, like next int radix, next byte, next short. Okay, what are all this? These are inbuilt functions in where? The scanner class. Okay, the Java people made it very easy for us. For example, if you are going to take a input as integer, you say next int. If it's a string name is equal to in dot next. Okay, so like this ways you can do it for data types. Now we are dealing with integer, we'll just go with the int. Okay, so for a we got it, and for b how do we do it? In dot next int. You can use this object, create one scanner class and use the object for every input. It's that simple. Okay, now yep, if we run this, it's gonna show me a blank screen. So what this means is it's asking for my input. To make it very understandable, we'll just have a print line here. S out, enter number 1. Okay, and then I'll just copy this line. Oops. Yeah, I'll just copy this line and paste it here, number 2, and then I'll just copy this line again and see the result. Okay, so yep, now if we run this, it's gonna ask me for my number 1. What is my number 1? 30. It's asking for number 2. I'll say 10. The result 40. You understand now? People put how we do output and input. So that's it. Same way we can do it for strings also. For string you should type. String is not a data type, it is a class. We'll look into much deeper. Okay, just now, for now, understand string is a collection of character. This Java people made string a class for us just to use, to make our lives easier. Just see, string is a class. And then if you just read through this, it'll be like almost characters, everything. Okay, so just for now, understand string is not a type, a data type, it is a class. String is what type of data, primitive or non-primitive? So yeah, I'm sure you guys are aware of what primitive data type is and what is non-primitive data types are. So what is a primitive data type? Primitive data type is a type of data which can't be broken further. For example, say int 100. How can you break 100? Yes, you can. 1 0 0 0 1 0 0. What are these numbers? Those are also integers only. Integers. Okay, and then string. Say string is equal to Raja. Can we break Raja? Yes, RAJA. But the broken characters, I spoiled it. Okay, so the broken letters are the strings. No, those are characters. So you can break a string into characters. Got it? So those we call it as non-primitive data types, and the things which can't be broken are called as primitive data type. Got it? So we'll just print a string. String name is equal to, I'll get it from the user itself, n dot next, and I'll s out your name is plus. Plus is the concatenation operator we used for to add with the output. I mean, not add, to concatenate with the output, to be more precise. So it's gonna ask me for number because of my our previous program. I'll just say 10 and number 2 is 20, the result is 30. Oh, I didn't call my name. So yeah, we'll just add a string coding, enter your name. Okay, now if I run this, it's asking for first number 30 and the second number 10, and enter your name Santosh. Your name is Santosh. That's kind of typo in the last line. So now you understand how output and input works. Got it? So this is for our first lecture, how to deal with input and output. We'll be solving a lot of problems and leave. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. This is your first lecture, and we'll be posting a lot of upcoming lectures, how to deal with conditions, loops, and everything. Okay, the first step is harder, the next steps are very easy. Okay, so bye.